Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, George, from the TacoCats, and this is the podcast in response to everything that has happened at E3. I'm joined by my trusty partners in crime, Joe.
Hey,
and
I'm Joe.
The crime has not happened yet.
The crime has not happened yet, but this is the podcast for E3.
This is the crime.
Yeah, we're doing a
Against
video.
all levels of journalism.
Yeah. Podcast is the podcast. E3 was a very I enjoyed E3.
It was
year.
interesting.
It was a nice E3. There's
significantly less console wars this time around.
it was so peaceful, wasn't it?
It was.
Everyone was kind of like all happy. But we're going to be talking about the games that really stood out for us this year at E3. And why don't you guys comment down below the games that kind of stood out for you, and we'll respond to them. We've got another game that somebody mentioned on Twitter that we'll talk about later on in the video. But Joe, I think it's time for you to get the ball rolling. Before that, sorry, I forgot something. There'll be images on the screen of like the games, no trailers, because I don't think we can show that. But the trailer links will be down in the description, and you've probably already seen them, but just for good measure.
The only reason George is saying that so he can remind himself when he's doing editing.
Yeah.
Do it early, because
Anyway, to Joe.
Okay, so obviously I'm talking about Halo here because these two numpties they don't care, to be honest.
Well, I do.
Well,
I love Halo.
Well, sure, okay. That's what you say. But the games for Halo that were announced even this E3, we had the Halo Master Chief Collection, which, for those of you who don't know, they're taking all of the past games that involve Master Chief, so that's Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're putting them all on the Xbox One.
And they're giving it an old glitzy glamour.
Well,
they're
Halo,
making it 1080p.
they use everything is in 60 frames per second at 1080p, which is pretty big for Halo.
Yeah.
None of these things have ever happened on, as far as Halo is concerned. We haven't had 1080p, and we haven't had 60 frames per second. At least not a solid 60 frames per second Halo. Yeah. And so Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, all on the Xbox One. This is an Xbox One exclusive.
As always with Halo, but there was talk of it. There was a mention very brief on PC, which was dismissed almost instantaneously. You not break the SD card, Dan.
It's already broken, don't worry.
Oh, okay, great.
But the way it's working is that Halo 1, they're going to use the version of Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, which was released in 2011. Halo 2 is going to be the one that they completely redo the campaign for this time around.
Yeah.
And then Halos 3 and 4 are just going to be, as far as graphics are concerned, they're pretty much just direct ports to the Xbox One.
But it has,
things like anti-aliasing and the resolution have been increased.
Yeah. And even Frank O'Connor said that the Halo 4 and Halo 3,
they look good enough to be, well, perhaps not Halo 3. Halo 4, I would say you could pass it off as a next-gen title.
Yeah. I mean, he said that you see details that you never would have seen, and another good thing is that the instant switch between the old graphics.
Yeah,
and
for Halo 2. Yeah, it's instantaneous. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it instantaneous for the Halo 1 because it's a slightly different engine.
Yeah, but I can imagine it's going to be fairly quick considering the extra GPU power.
As far as multiplayer goes, 6 maps from Halo 2 are being fully graphically remastered.
One of them was demonstrated.
Yes, that was Ascension. And the other 2 that have been released are Zanzibar and Lockout.
We won't show that. Okay.
And then there's of all the other maps, pretty much every single map that has been in any of Halo 1, 2, 3, 4, DLC included and PC ports included, they're all going to be there in some form. Now, they haven't said what they're doing to these other maps. They could just be slight graphical remasters. They could just be direct ports, and you could be playing with Halo 1 graphics on an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Which could be interesting to see how that works. But, that's pretty much everything as far as the Master Chief Collection goes. Yeah. But just to finish off, it does also come with Halo 5 beta access. And all of this is for $60.
£50,
which is about £50
in the English lands. I looked it on Amazon.
You're pretty much buying 4 games for the price of one, plus perhaps a bit more.
I think it's fantastic.
Even if you don't like Halo, this is just good value.
It is very good, and it's incredibly strategically placed. I mean, the Halo 5 Guardians beta. Obviously, you have to pre-order the Master Chief Collection.
You don't have to pre-order, you just have to buy.
Isn't it? You just have to buy it. Okay. But it comes out 27th of December, Christmas, a few days before that.
After.
Yeah, great. And it's been
Excellent.
on. But it's very good business plan from 343.
So everyone will get it for Christmas. And
yes, and then they'll play it, and then everyone will be like, "Oh, this is great." But the graphics for the Halo 2
really
remaster is incredible.
I wouldn't say it's as good as some of the other games that we've seen.
Oh no,
but that's just because it's running off a modified engine of a very old game.
Yeah, and there's going to be. Is there Forge? There is Forge.
There's Forge, yes. There's Forge.
But isn't it for 6 maps only?
I don't know how it is, but supposedly they've said that Forge will be available in Halo 2, 3, 4. I don't know about Halo 1.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, was it even in Halo 1?
It wasn't in Halo 1 or Halo 2.
So
yeah.
But it's going to be interesting to see how Forge is in general in Halo 5 because that was a little bit of a.
It was a bit wonky in Halo 4.
Bit of a misery, to be honest.
The ideas were there, but the console just really couldn't keep up with it.
But let's go on to the Halo 5 Guardian side of it. I mean, we saw in the trailer, we had the Arbiter talking.
Yeah, in the Halo Master Chief Collection trailer, we had a shot of a bit of Halo 2 cinematic redone, and then it transferred over to someone called Agent. It's either Locke or Clark.
No, it is Locke.
It is Locke.
It is
Agent Locke. And he is the Spartan. If you've seen
mystery Spartan.
Yeah, if you've seen the Halo 5 cover art, he is the other Spartan with Master Chief.
We're still not sure if he's like the protagonist or antagonist towards Master Chief because I mean, we don't know what's going on with Master Chief. He's gone a little bit. It seems as if he's gone a bit rogue.
They're setting up really well for a really good story.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a good game because Halo, is a franchise that needs to be. It's a very important game. It's kind of defined multiplayer.
It's defined first-person shooters on the console.
I really hope it does well, and I think it will. I mean, you've got the power on the Xbox One. It looks like it's going to be going at 60 frames, 1080p. So you've got the full graphic package there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can see a good game, and hopefully we can bring some lovely videos of Halo because that's like the big thing. And I'm really looking forward to it. Is there a release date for?
There is, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
Can't remember it, but it'll be sometime.
I think it's like 11th of November.
Yeah. It'll be on the screen, and it'll be on the screen as always. But I'm really excited for that game. Even the collection. I mean, I probably will get it eventually. And I really want to play the beta as well because Halo 5 and the trailer also looked very cinematic for the multiplayer. It was cinematic.
It was a complete cinematic. You would not be able to see anything from that.
But I think the features shown in that
for the beta. What's it beta? Is it beta for campaign or for multiplayer?
Multiplayer. Just multiplayer.
Since when do you have a beta for a single player campaign?
I don't know.
It's offline.
Maybe.
No.
I don't know. Hopefully the multiplayer will be good. It was alright, the multiplayer in Halo 4, but I think if they can do it right this year, next year even, when it comes out in 2015, hopefully we can see a good game. So that wraps up Halo 5.
Yeah.
Link to the trailers, gameplay demo down below. And Dan, your game.
Well, I'm just saying, compared to Joe, I have not got as much information as he has, as he's clearly been like sweating it out.
No lifing.
You can get the thing up on the internet.
Shut up, Joe. I did nothing on the internet. I'm wrong page.
Dan doesn't know much.
Neither
about
do
this.
you.
Neither do I.
Neither do you.
Admittedly, but
No, but yours has more information than mine. So my game that I saw was Far Cry 4. Now, I don't know about you two. Have you? Obviously you've played Far Cry 3.
I haven't, but I've played a little bit and I like it.
Joe has. You've completed it.
Yes.
Yeah. How much did you like it?
It was my favourite game outside of Halo.
That's quite.
That's
quite high up.
That's pretty good, let's be honest.
Now,
It's high up in its rank right there.
what factors made it a good game? I'm just saying to you.
I really like the exploration factor.
Yeah,
and the whole stealth mechanics, but they weren't necessary.
And that's going to be...
You didn't. You could choose your own route to do
Exactly.
stuff. You could do it any other way, but there were like certain missions where you had to do it a certain way, otherwise you would fail. But mostly, you could do it any way you wanted. You could go in stealthy, you could go in full guns ablazing, you could go in a truck running as many people.
Whenever I
as
saw
possible.
you just went in all guns blazing.
Yeah.
But
Well, usually what I do is I go
I
stealthy.
was the stealth
Use
guy.
the stealth guy.
Oh.
But that's the good thing about these games. You can have that adaptability with it.
Meaning more people are going to be likely to like it. But
Yeah.
and this has gone into Far Cry 4 as you can choose multiple ways to go in, as you can use the new crossbow, which is a
That
semi-automatic
looked
crossbow.
really cool, actually.
Yeah.
That looked very nice.
That's replaced the reserve bow.
Recurve
Is
bow.
it?
Not a reserve bow. That's no.
Damn it.
No.
Wow.
Well, fuck.
Oh, Cut to me beating up Dan.
Okay.
Right, no,
Oh dear.
the recurve bow.
Recurve.
Shut up.
Okay.
Recurve bow, and that's the silent sniper, so you can go in stealthy, or you can go full guns blazing, riding in on an elephant. You know, just
I like
do
the
it.
in the gameplay demo. They kind of the
Elephants
way that
look quite powerful, don't they?
they just kind of like, yeah, we got elephants, yeah, woo, elephants, and it was like, oh, it's an elephant, but it's a really OP elephant
It's a
as
really.
well.
It's like the dragons from Far Cry Blood Dragon. If you've played that.
Fuck, they're OP.
But
They're so OP.
I like the way that it's kind of such a big environment, and obviously you like the exploration, and I think they did say that the exploration is going to
It's
be
massive
so
because
big.
You've got multiple. You got high up in the Himalayas.
Yeah.
You got low down valleys. And like if you got stuff like the wingsuit, amazing
Flying.
flying ability. I'm trying to think of
Yeah.
better words, but they're not coming to me.
Yeah.
Better.
The verticality is such a big thing in this game, apparently. From what they were saying, I mean, obviously Himalayas.
Mountains.
It's quite a big place and very tall. And
Is it one of the biggest?
it's
It's quite.
got the biggest mountain in it.
I believe the Himalayas are referred to as quite large.
Quite
Yeah.
large. Maybe a little bit bigger than Mount Snowdon,
Yeah.
but you know.
Don't see many elephants on Mount Snowdon.
No.
Anyway,
I can fix that.
Yeah.
in this, from the gameplay trailers, you've seen there's like a little helicopter thing.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
I don't know. Don't know if this is confirmed. If it is, I don't know. If you can use this outside of capturing outposts,
Yeah, of course you
can you?
It was.
Yeah.
It,
Why would they make it something for only capturing outposts?
it reminded me of
That's
like a flying
Stupid.
peddler.
You're an idiot.
Well, they might.
Well, it's like the hang glider, but a helicopter.
Yeah, I think
Yes, you need to do
it
research.
reminded me of like a
on that.
flying peddler in a way. It's just,
Yes,
it's just
yeah,
very.
that's what I
It's
was
kind of
thinking.
like it was like pedaling, and it was like going. I don't know.
Got
It looked-
drive-by shooting now, which is now good, so you
Bit of
don't have to
drive-by.
actually ram into people to kill
Yeah.
them off or
Yeah,
get out your car to
That
shoot
was
them.
very.
Or you could do some
And-
Michael Bay shit as well. couldn't you?
And driving takedowns where you can jump from your
Yeah.
car to another
Mm.
car.
That looked nice.
It's like Just Cause 2, but in first person.
Yeah.
No, that's actually quite a good comparison to it,
Yeah.
actually.
It's also like Skyrim with guns.
So also in here I've got drop in, drop out co-op,
Co-op.
meaning you can call in a friend just to come in, maybe do complete an outpost with you, and then they can
They can
bugger
piss
off
off.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere
If
else.
you don't want them to fuck up your game, you can just tell them to piss off. And also I've got elephants riding jets. I don't actually think this is part of the game. I think this is some false information that Joe gave me.
I don't think that would
But that'd be pretty cool.
Pretty sure that is a thing.
I thought you were going to mention that.
George, it's written on here.
Oh, God.
What's going on?
Kick the...
Graphics. The graphics of this game looks amazing.
Well, every next gen thing is.
I
But
know, but-
especially Far Cry 4.
Compared to some of the other games, these have amazing, absolutely
Yeah.
amazing graphics.
The shaders in particular, and all the shadows, they're very impressive.
Yeah. Especially with the big mountains, you're going to have a lot of shadows. A lot of shadows with the big mountains.
Yeah.
So Far Cry 4 is going to be available on Xbox One, PS4, PC, Xbox 360, and PS3.
That'd be interesting to see what it's like on the old generation
Yeah.
consoles.
People are saying that they should get new different developers to do it for the last gen.
That's what people on Titanfall did, and it ends up being better overall.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It'll be interesting to see the limitations. Watch Dogs, for example, that's an old gen, next gen title, isn't it? On old gen, it looks alright, but there are some noticeable problems with it. But you know, it'll be interesting to see how Far Cry 4 kind of deals with the whole different variation of platforms.
So also, lastly, the release date is going to be the 21st of November.
Oh
so
yeah.
that's quite soonish.
Soonish, but you know, you kind
Still
of
a bit of
expect
wait.
these games to come out this year, which is good. But no, I don't know if I'll be getting Far Cry 4, but it's just, I don't know. It's never a game that's kind of stood out for me. The map editor as well. I hope that's
that's
good again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I heard some people not really liking the Far Cry 3 one.
It was quite difficult to A, do it on a console, and B, get it. Just multiplayer in general was a bit wonky.
See, people are saying they should just get rid of multiplayer, because if
it
wasn't that good, and if you want to play multiplayer, and that's the way you play something like Call of Duty,
Battlefield,
Halo, just
blah,
any
blah.
other first-person shooter that was made for multiplayer.
Yeah, I can understand where people are coming from there. I think I think Far Cry would be I think Far Cry would be better just single player, no multiplayer.
Yeah.
But obviously,
although on the other hand, it means that the map editor is kind of redundant, and Far Cry is kind of as far as the consoles go, it's the only one that has a map editor that's that in depth. And it could be a shame to lose that, I think.
Yeah.
All right, my game that stood out for me is Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, the main reason why I kind of picked this game partly was because of the graphics, and partly because how badass the gameplay demo was.
You got to admit, most Assassin's Creed trailers look absolutely badass.
It just so nice. Now, to be honest, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game since AC2. Don't know why. All the other ones didn't really appeal to me. For me, Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3 are my all-time favourite games. For me, now Assassin's Creed Unity is set in France, in Paris, in the French Revolution.
And you love killing French people.
Oh, who does?
Everyone
loves killing the French.
Everyone does. Yeah, I was going to throw in a joke there, but that could
beat you to it, really, didn't I?
No, there's another one, but I can't say.
Well, that's for after recording.
Big thing, 4-player co-op. That is massive.
Pretty
to
massive.
See. So you can just get your friends online. You can go and do a few missions, run
stab
around,
some French people.
kill.
Everything's good.
Kill some Templars. It's pretty much the same as Templars.
No.
Aren't they in that anymore?
No.
That just goes to show how much I know about Assassin's Creed Unity. Templars? No, Templars.
No. Every Assassin's Creed fan, all 5 of them, just face palm there.
How are they going to kill you, John?
Jesus. French Revolution. Probably poverty.
Oh my goodness.
Is the plot up there? I don't know. I can't really see it.
There's
from
not
here.
really.
What is plot?
What is the plot, George?
Yeah, what is the plot? You've played the game.
Yeah. You went at E3. You were.
I went to E3.
He was in. He was actually the.
He was
all 4 of them.
He was the guy playing the game during.
He was all 4.
Yeah, he was.
It was a really nice game to play. No Ezio this year. It was a new guy called
George, it's not going to be a new guy when you can customise your own
called
assassin.
Francois. He was called Francois.
Where are you getting your facts from, George?
He's about 6'2". He had some black overalls on. He went and killed this really important French guy, and they threw him out of a window with 3 of his friends, and fed him to the people who were in poverty and were probably very poor because they're in poverty. And they beheaded him.
It's like a downward scale. We started off really well. Halo, boom, 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 facts. Then we went to Dan with his fucking And
there's
then
George
George was like,
making
there's
up
a game. I heard it was good. It's in France. I want to kill French people.
Oh dear. Okay,
Right,
let's
how
try and
about-
focus a little bit more. Crowd AI.
I might say that haystacks have now been removed from.
Yes.
This means if you, I don't think there could be eagle.
I'll let you guys.
There probably will still be leaps of faith.
Well,
The reason they probably got rid of haystacks is just
No,
because it's
onto French
unrealistic.
no. They got rid of haystacks is because you can now actually climb down buildings, meaning.
You could always climb down buildings.
No, much better now. It's got a
Okay.
proper don't know what the word-
Physics.
physics for it.
What? Physics in Assassin's Creed? That's madness.
I know. I mean, jumping off a massive building into a shallow.
Well, actually, those things are just animations just layered on top of one another. There's not really many physics. In
I'm
there,
pretty
so-
sure if you jumped off a building into a pile of hay.
That's just telling the player character to move down.
I think you'll be
That's not really
I think you'll be
physics.
jumping off building into French people now. Or it'll be corpses.
You know how usually in Assassin's Creed game you get penalised for killing civilians?
Yes.
They're going to award you now.
Yes.
Probably.
Fine.
They should. If
This needs to be a thing.
Ubisoft, you need to do this.
This is a thing. When you watch this video, because you will.
Yeah.
Send you the link in the description. Like and share with your friends.
Oh dear.
Oh god. Okay, France. Crowd AI, really good. It looked really good.
What
There-
about the crowd AI, George?
There was a lot of them. There was a lot of them, real lot of them, and they were
How
all,
many?
They were all really pissed. So Dan, you said 50,000 people.
There were not 50,000 people.
There were
on
not.
that screen.
There were not 50,000 people on that screen, but
It was
they were
close
all.
to about 500.
Oh, it was 5,000 actually. It's 5,000.
Oh, God. They were all kind of like crowded there. They were all really angry in the gameplay demo. Really
Is that
angry.
because they're in poverty?
It's
George?
because they're in poverty and they're probably all working in factories in French Revolution.
Every history buff ever is just face palming.
I didn't do history.
Everyone is face palming.
Yeah, we never did history.
I never did the French Revolution in history, and I know more than you do.
But anyway,
You did history.
let's talk about this. Let's talk about this crowd.
I thought
alright?
we were.
They were all really angry. They were all like, you know, they're all really mad. There was a lot of them. They're all kind of walking around. I'm really selling it here for you stuff, don't I? They're like a representative of them.
Buy
like,
our
watching-
game. There are crowds.
Watching this video, they'll be loving it.
This is their new trailer.
Yeah, I'll be doing the voiceover for it next time. It comes out 28th of October, 2014. Oh, there's
Well, right now, an
limited
actual
edition.
fact.
Hey, quick!
Oh,
This
yeah.
is what I know. There's a Bastille edition.
Yeah, what does it include, George?
Not related with the band Bastille.
What is the Bastille?
But the Bastille edition has a retail copy of Assassin's Creed Unity, a jumbo steel case, a copy of the official soundtrack, a copy of the official. No, I was reading it off there. Come on. A copy of the official art book. Two is that lithographs?
Yeah, just shove your face right in the mic, George. While pronouncing a word you don't even
Two
know.
exclusive single-player missions: Chemical Revolution and American Prisoner. So it's very much like Watch Dogs, DedSec over there. Actually, you get a steel case, you get a bloody book about it. Actually, what's in that steel case, Dan, for Watch Dogs?
Oh, it's just an alternative case.
Just okay, great. So you can customize your own character
Yeah.
in this game, which is very nice.
I think it's also with like facial stuff. You can make him look exactly what you want,
facial.
as well as clothing.
Which is good. It's felt nice. That's nice. That's
Nice.
really nice.
It's very nice.
Don't have
nice.
much more to say about this game. They haven't really said too much. I've kind of just, gave my own theories there on 50,000 crowd, and they're all mad all the time in
Bastille.
poverty in Bastille. That concludes our games for E3. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know that. I'm coming on to that. So someone on the Twitter, Mr. Troy, said something about, what game is it?
Alien Isolation.
Shall I
Alien
get the wiki up
Isolation.
for it?
Should I talk about this?
Joe,
because
talk about
I know what this game is. Okay. So, Alien Isolation is the new Alien game made by Capcom. It's set between the first movie and the second movie, and involves. Yes, Daniel. And it
Wait,
involves.
is that the film?
No, that's the game, George.
Is it?
Please
Oh,
shut
yeah,
up.
Sega.
I'm being intelligent.
Okay.
Okay. So it's set
Oh, good.
between the first and second Alien movies.
Okay.
Daniel, please come on. And it involves Ripley's daughter, who has gone in search of her mother, who obviously, if you've seen the films, has gone missing as she went into cryosleep and doesn't get found until the start of the second movie. Dim spoilers. And the whole idea is she finds this ship, has an alien on it, and seemingly the rest of the game is her running from this alien in various ways.
Well, like an endless run.
It's pretty much like Slender, like if Slender had a single player campaign.
Wait, that sounds great.
Wait, so there is a single player campaign.
But it's not a campaign, Dan.
There isn't
It's
any
like
story to it,
it's
is it?
not. No.
Click the 8
Like-
pages. Don't get caught, you know.
So it looks really pretty, and there's a lot of fan service in here. However, the biggest concern with every single Aliens fan ever is that they don't want it to be another Colonial Marines. Because if that happens, there will be rioting in the streets.
It'll be like Brazil World Cup.
You could stand. And there was those sort of things that you could stand next to the aliens and they wouldn't attack you. That's how bad. It
Actually, no,
was.
that was a design. If that might have been a design flaw. There were some aliens that couldn't see you if you.
Exactly.
No, there were some aliens that couldn't see you if you weren't moving. They could only see movement.
Oh, characters. Samuels.
No, it was me. It was a
Yeah.
Elaine Taylor, Xenomorph Drone.
Stop reading that. Literally, that's pretty much all we've been given as far as details. There's not a great deal more.
But it looks good, yeah?
It looks very pretty.
It looks nice.
It's pretty.
When's it released, Dan? Go up. And
Just
it's on all platforms as well,
Release
apart
date
from
is
Wii.
the 7th of October.
Okay,
2014, right?
right. That'll do, chaps.
North America, that one is. And
Oh, shh. Okay, no, never mind.
Joe got scared
I
then.
did.
So,
I thought like the European release was like 2 months later, but no, it's just in Denmark.
have you...
Denmark, like, they're on. Damn it!
Wait, hang on. Have you seen
No,
the
December
aliens?
30th, 2014 just means it hasn't been announced yet.
Oh, right. Okay. What?
Right.
What are you doing? Joe,
Right. Well, I think we better call that to an end, really.
wait, I was going to ask you, have you seen the Aliens films before?
Yes.
Okay, he has.
I found them funny.
I haven't seen any, I don't think. I may have seen one.
Well, Aliens is
Burn him!
I mean,
Alien, I've only seen
I'm not a
it for
film
AVP.
guy. I'm not a film guy.
AVP.
AVP. Wow, it's funny.
Aliens vs Predator.
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with it?
Please go.
No, it's
Please.
funny.
Well, on that
Please
bombshell,
go.
on that big bombshell,
I've got-
Daniel may not
Assassin's-
survive. the
Assassin's
next 5
Creed
minutes.
Unity.
I gotta go.
Okay, see you now.
Oh, wow.
Assassin's Creed Unity. I think I went into great detail on that game.
We will probably cut out everything you said.
No, we won't. We'll keep that in there because that's the podcast. That's what it's all about. Comment down below the best game. The best game. Destiny
best
looked
game.
quite good as well,
Oh, yeah, Destiny was pretty good.
but that didn't stand out for me.
didn't
Assassin's Creed Unity did because I know so much about that game.
Uh-huh.
Did look a bit Halo-y actually. Of course it would.
What? Destiny?
Halo and
Well,
Star Wars combined.
Duh. No, it's Halo and Borderlands, George.
And Star Wars.
No.
And Star Wars.
Halo is for Star Wars.
And Star
They're
Wars.
the same thing, didn't you know?
Really?
Bungie is secretly LucasArts.
Illuminati. Right there. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button if you really enjoyed this complete cup of a video. Subscribe for more podcasts and great detail on video
there's gonna be
games.
more of these.
Yeah, probably. And obviously comment down below the games that you liked and follow us on Twitter at Real TacoCats. Joe is speeding me up. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.